All right, here we go. Thank you, Art. I think I thought at least be able to get started. Oftentimes coaches and players, you put on new team colors, and it takes a minute to feel comfortable in those new colors. But to be blessed beyond any measure, one day to put on the colors you wore since you brought home. I apologize.
Come on, Mike. We can't be crying, man. We trying to win Super Bowls in Pittsburgh. I really hope this is not just some emotional hire. But we about to talk about it. Let's jump right into it. Welcome back to another episode of Coach Walker TV. Happy New Year. I'm back, and I'm back to stay this time. I won't make promises, but I'm back to stay. I got to talk about my Pittsburgh Steelers, and I figured this would be a good time to start right back up with Mike Tomlin stepping down after the season, after losing yet another playoff game, and Mike McCarthy stepping in as the head coach. Now, I'll just start with, with Mike Tomlin stepping down. I was always a big advocate of Mike, leaving after probably the last couple years of not getting it done. And I'm a Mike Tomlin fan. I actually like Mike Tomlin as a coach. As a coach myself, I kind of, looked up to Mike Tomlin a little bit from like a coaching mentor type setup. You know what I mean? And so it was kind of bittersweet for me for him to leave Pittsburgh. And we're going to miss him, but it is time for new blood. Now, with that being said, let's talk about Mike McCarthy coming in. I'm not excited about the hire. I'm not, overly excited, and I'm not down about it either, because it's good that we have fresh blood, and it's good that, we have a new coach that's an offensive-minded coach now. But he's an older coach, so obviously he's probably not, planning to stay around a long time like we've had in the past, which is totally fine. But I'm just not excited about it. To me, they're the same person, really, right? If you just look at the numbers, right? Mike Tomlin has a career 63% win percentage. Mike McCarthy's right behind him at around 61%. Mike Tomlin 8-10 in the playoffs. Even though he hasn't won a playoff game in the last 10 years, he made it. Winning seasons, great, but not winning the playoffs. Mike McCarthy 11-11 in the playoffs. Very similar playoff records, although Mike McCarthy obviously had a few more games here, and they both have a Super Bowl. I mean, what are we talking about? To me, they sound like the same coach. If you put the numbers right beside each other, say, hey, well, they're not doing anything different. And the other coaches, with Mike McCarthy, he's older. If there was a younger coach coming in with those numbers, we say he has time to maybe improve on those numbers. But Mike McCarthy is not going to be around to improve on those numbers like that. Hopefully, we can win some games and he can improve his numbers in the short amount of time that he'll be around. Now, what I hope is not happening is that they bring him back in hopes of Aaron Rodgers coming back at the same time. We have a young quarterback in Will Howard. Now, here's the silver lining with Mike McCarthy. He is known to be the quarterback, coach, the quarterback guru here, and to raise these young quarterbacks up. So they say. So we have a young quarterback with a lot of potential. So, hey, maybe Mike McCarthy's coming in to get him started and to see if he can win with Will Howard, But I pray that they don't bring Aaron Rodgers back. And if they do bring Aaron Rodgers back, bring him back in the role where he's coming off the bench or he's the second string quarterback and he's, still helping Will Howard, but he's not the main guy. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers would even be down for that. He might not even be down for that. But if they are hoping that Aaron Rodgers comes back and plays another season, it's just going to be another disappointing season in Pittsburgh. For us again, if that happens. Aaron Rodgers is not winning the Super Bowl. We see who's in the Super Bowl this year. You have two young quarterbacks in their 20s right now. They're playing the Super Bowl. Drake May, Sam Darnold. We can't win a Super Bowl with a 40-something-year-old quarterback. Period, point blank. Let's get Will Howard in here. It's time to start this whole thing over. Mike Tomlin kept us good enough to keep getting picks in those middle of the round, in the draft, mid-round draft picks. Where we never could quite get that top quarterback, even though we passed on really good quarterbacks. I've talked about this in the past. We had the opportunity to get a Pat Mahomes and the opportunity to get a Lamar Jackson, but Ben was still around, and they didn't want to push Ben out the door, which I think they should have did as well. However, Mike McCarthy it is. Let's see how it goes. In the meantime, y'all, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and let's get it popping. We back. Happy New Year 2026. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments I'm gonna holler at y'all next time. Peace.